This series is sponsored by Strongflex, and this episode includes a sponsored segment. What's up guys, it's Dominik here, welcome back to the channel. Today we are heading to Estonia to meet a driver who's been absolutely on fire lately. The 2025 season was his best one yet, his first Drift Masters win and a top 10 finish overall. Let's check out the story of Oliver Randalu. Before we get started, make sure to subscribe to the channel and turn on the notification bell. That's way you won't miss a single new episode and you will help this drifting story reach even further. I'd also love to hear from you, so drop a comment below. Tell me what you think about the episode or who you like to see featured next. My goal is to keep promoting our beloved sport, drifting, and to show you as many behind-the-scenes stories as possible. To make that happen, I truly need your support. You can help by clicking the join button below and becoming part of this journey. Alright, buckle up! Let's go to sunny Estonia. Hey, I'm Dominik and drifting is my life. I work in the Drift Masters and after hours I'm either wrenching on my car or meeting drivers to tell their stories. Now I'm traveling across Europe to meet the best drifters out there. What's up guys? Today I'm in beautiful Estonia to share with you another beautiful and really nice story about driver. And we are at Oliver Randalu's garage. Hello.
What's up? How are you guys?
I'm really good. I'm really happy to share your story because
I'm happy you guys are here in sunny Estonia.
Yeah, it's really nice. The weather is really nice, and also the vibe of your place is really nice because previously we've had a chance to make some small tour,
Yes.
and now we will show everything to our viewers.
We will show you around everything that's here.
Oliver Randalu has cemented his place as one of the most accomplished Estonian drivers in drifting history. Since joining Drift Masters in 2021, he has been a constant threat on the track, regularly battling among the top scorers. His debut season immediately turned heads despite featuring only 2 double rounds. He stormed to an impressive 6th place overall. In 2022, Randalu made a statement with a 2nd place finish in the opening round, though the long campaign ultimately left him 19th in the standings. He bounced back in 2023 with 16th overall, then climbed another spot to 15th in 2024. The breakthrough came in 2025. Randalu opened the season with a spectacular victory in Spain, his first Drift Masters triumph and a true turning point in his career. After 6 wild and demanding rounds, he capped off the year with a hard-earned 8th place overall, proving he's a force to watch on the European drifting stage.
So I'm Oliver Randalu. I'm from Estonia, 34 years old, and now been drifting from 2017, so 8 years.
How your drifting journey has started?
It started, I would say, like actually the starting point was a long time ago when I was, I would say 13 or 14. When I saw the YouTube videos, I started to like, then did some, because I got my first car, my dad actually bought me my first car when I was 13. It was Ford Sierra.
Nice. Proper drift car.
Proper drift car, yeah. And then we went to also in the countryside to some back roads and actually on the tracks just to get the hang of the car and stuff like that. Then I had some street cars that was capable of doing some drifting. And then on 2016, I bought my first ever drift car, and the bought was like quite random. I wasn't actually like, I like drifting, but I never had like this vision or anything like that to compete in Drift Masters or stuff like that. So I bought it, and then I was, it was 2017. I was like, okay, I have the car. I just go to the competition, see how I do, how it goes. And my first ever competition was actually in Riga, Pikarniki racetrack. And from that point on, it started rolling and till we started competing in Drift Masters.
Despite his professional career and competing against the world's top drivers, drifting is still just a hobby and passion for Oliver. He and his friends spend the winters sliding their missile cars, and Estonia's snowy conditions make it the perfect playground for cheap and fun drifting.
We have this pack back space
Okay.
for our winter cars, because in Estonia we do get good winter. We have a lot of snow, a lot of ice. We go to the ice tracks.
You are really lucky.
Yeah. It's really good practice for off season, because there's actually also like winter drift competitions in Estonia. So it's a really nice thing to have, and it's cheap. You know, you just buy one set of tires, and then you drive like the whole winter with them. So it's really nice. When we are going to the ice tracks, like proper ones, then we are actually having like these rally spikes. And to compare these ones, it's basically identical when driving on summer. So it's like that much of grip, and it's like really high speed. And with the lower horsepower cars, you might have problem to drift because because they're so grippy. So when it's like really fast ice lake or ice track, then basically you're driving like the circuit. But like on the slower tracks, then it's like really great fun, and to get some good practice for the summer. It's like a proper ones. These tires are actually straight from the WRC cars.
Okay.
And then here are the graveyard kind of thing.
All the happy missile cars.
Yeah, all the happy missile
And I
cars.
have to say, because BMW is, you know, quite popular thing, but
Yeah.
I also really like this Lada. because
Lada, yeah.
It's not common thing, especially in Poland where I'm living, the car, not common car in the winter drifting.
Yeah. In Estonia, there was a lot of Ladas. I believe still there is in Estonia, but you don't see them as much anymore in the streets. Usually like the older people are driving it, but they are getting kind of rusty, and it's not so common anymore also. And then the most popular thing in Estonia, it's BMW E36, E46. They're cheap and really good practice cars for the winter.
Which one is yours?
This one,
Okay.
actually an old kind of rally car that I just bought and adjust for drifting. So we have like this custom-made steering lock, hydro, bucket seats, roll cage. It's 2.8.
Oh,
Yeah, race
Proper
car.
lock.
Race car. So the best thing is just to have the stock engines.
it's 2.8, but I see intake from M50.
Yeah.
Okay, it's your modification made by you?
Yes, this so on 2.8s there is like this common, you put M50
Intake?
intake, yeah. So I think there's like more on top,
Okay.
more power.
And it's fillable when you change that?
No, not really.
Okay.
But I just had this laying around. Otherwise, I wouldn't put it. I can't feel anything. It's like if it's different or not. But I believe in like street class, if people are driving, then they're like trying to get some extra 2 horsepower or something like that.
It's time for a short break.
This series includes a paid partnership with Strongflex, and this part of the video is sponsored. Quick update with Garage Things. Now I'm currently working on suspension in my E30. I am mounting the rear subframe bushes. Left side I have already done, and right side I will show you how I'm doing. I am starting with polybush. I'm putting it here by my hand. And to make my life easier, I'm using piece of wood and then slightly hammering it. Same thing from the other side. And when I have yellow things inside, now is the time for the metal things. Here we have this metal pipe which need to be pushed here. And for that I will use the grease, which is inside of the box with the polybushes, and I will put this grease on this pipe and then this pipe inside. We are done. It just takes me 15 minutes with simple tools which I've got in my garage. I use just a hammer and piece of wood. I like this solution because it's simple and I'm not a mechanic, but still I can enjoy wrenching on my car.
The short break has ended.
let's say this car looks really good. It's not looks like a missile car. It's clean, roll cage.
Yeah, roll cage. It has its marks on the doors, but it's rather clean. I've had it 2 years, I believe. I haven't had like any big crashes or anything like that, so it's rather clean, yeah.
During the winter season, how often are you training? Like every week or every day, maybe?
No, not every day, but last winter was quite bad in Estonia. But before that, it has been good. I would say like every weekend we go out to the tracks and competitions and stuff like that. So it's quite often actually in the winter time.
Okay.
And it's yeah, you know, it's cheap. You just put fuel in and you go and drive all day long, come back and that's it. So it's nice.
Dominic asked Oliver how, besides winter driving, he prepares himself as a driver for competition.
And of course, I'm using simulator also. And it's really nice to have this option as well. 3-4 times a week. After work, you go home, and then at night, maybe you play 2-3 hours. Also, now in the summer, when next round is, for example, Germany, I do like 2-3 hours every night, just this layout. We do also with pro cars, but not so often, 3-4 times in a year.
Were you competing before Drift Masters?
In Estonia, and we have this Baltic Series, which is really big, and also Northern European Championship. So it included Finnish and Swedish drivers. So we were driving in Estonia, Latvia, Lithuania, and Finland mostly. And then I became 2 times Estonian champion. I was 3rd in Baltic and 2nd in Northern European drift event.
We visited OSS Racing the Garage, where Oliver builds and services his 900 horsepower BMW E46 drift car. It's also the place where drift machines for other Estonian competitors are created.
This place actually just got ready 6 or 7 months ago, so basically it's brand new. It's still a little bit, at the moment, it's a little bit messy because we're still building some stuff to this garage. So our stuff is a little bit randomly placed, but that's all good. We will show you around, and maybe we can start from the outside and then come back inside.
Okay, okay.
So
what do we have outside?
What we have outside, it's like a big parking lot, let's say, where we park all our cars. And actually this is like a test. It's not a track, but it's yeah, the test circle.
Yeah, okay.
So
you see some marks.
Yeah, there's been a lot of testing going on already. But you know, it's sometimes really good when you want to just check some small thing if it's like working or not. So you don't have to drive to the back roads or to some tracks. So you can test it here. So it's a nice thing to have.
Okay. How many hours per day or per week are you spending here?
If the car is all good after the event in Drift Masters, then usually not much. Then I would say like 1 week before we come here, we make the service, we check everything, and then we are ready to go. So I'm not like working here every day. So not too much, maybe, you know, a couple of times a week.
If someone wants to start his drifting journey, what you will recommend him?
Actually, like people have like wrote to me and asked me like what to do or what would be the first steps. So I would say like go to the drift events, local events, walk around, talk with drivers, not when they are competing, some like time off, you know. Talk with drivers, try to understand what you need, because when I watched drifting earlier, when I was younger, I went to competition. It looked so easy. You just go there, you see cars are driving, and it's easy. Like the driver is just driving, but actually the hard part is what's happening behind the scenes. Like everything, the team, the preparations, traveling, everything behind. So just to understand how much actually goes into it. Inside we have 3 or 4 drivers whose drift cars are here. Four drivers.
And I heard, for example, this car, this GT86, is of the currently leader in the Estonian Drift
Estonian
Cup,
Drift
right?
champion. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. It's his second year in Pro Class. the
Okay.
driver, Yeah. As mentioned before, it's a little bit of a mess, but they are actually currently putting on like this 3 storage ramps. There's coming 4 of them. So
And there will be cars like...
yeah, cars stacked like that. So
nice.
it's like 12 cars. It's like 3 stores.
Nice.
Yeah.
Really
And
nice.
then this is actually like this kind of, we have the curtains, we put them in the front, and then it's like you can wash the car here. So it's also like nice thing to have in-house.
This place is really proper. You have like everything to, not only the servicing car, it's everything to build a proper drift car, which is fit with the Drift Masters regulation.
Yes, so basically you don't actually have to take the car out from here to nowhere.
Okay.
We have all the lifts, we have 3 lifts, and then there is at the back, there is like, where's the curtain? There's like this
Like dirty stuff.
dirt room, yeah,
Okay.
yeah. So this GT86 was actually in the winter was there in this grill.
Okay.
So all the dirty stuff, welding, stuff like that was made there. And when it's time to make clean work, then you put it on the lift and...
Garage, cars, achievements. Today, Oliver's career is full of impressive wins, but it wasn't always like that.
2023 was the weakest point for me, like a low point. And then I wasn't like too sure about myself, and we had like every round we had some car issues, and that all together like it was like going to the, I don't know, 2 last events, you were already like, okay, what's gonna happen next? And car broke down again. And in 2023 Poland final, I was going against Kalle Roompere and in top 32, and his car engine blew up and I had to do a bye run, and I was on the start line and my car shut down just before like the first corner, and I couldn't like get to the top 16 because of that. So basically all the year was like this, like so much bad things happened, and took me down also a little bit.
That was this moment in 2023 at PGE Narodowy?
Yeah.
That was the hardest moment in all your career?
Yeah, because when we were actually the qualification day and the training day was already started so hard. We blew the head gasket. We couldn't do any trainings, and then we went to qualification. Like the oil was dripping to the exhaust manifold, and the guys said to me like, sorry, but we don't know if you're gonna go on fire or not, but like there's so much oil going to the hot exhaust manifold, and I only had 1 shot if we can qualify or not. So we were like, yeah, doesn't matter, let's go. We did qualify, and then we like blew the head gasket, and then we changed during the night. We changed the head gasket, and there was some changing actually the cylinder head also. And then it kind of seemed like, look, that now everything is working, and we were ready for top 32. And when we heard the news that our opponent is out, so I just have to make the bye run, and the bye run actually is just making the first corner, and that's it. But the car shut down before the start line, so I was out, and it was the hardest year for me.
Have you ever think to give up? To just leave all the competitive drifting and go to some, let's say, smaller events, or maybe even not competition like track days?
2023 was this year. I was thinking like it can't get any worse, and it took me down mentally quite hard. I was like almost giving up, but then we started building a new car at the end of 2023 to 24 season. We built a new car, so that gave me like a new boost, or like start from fresh again, and from that point on it got better again.
this is the car which is, let's say, really common in Drift Masters and in the whole world of drifting. But as we saw, for example, in Spain, this is the car which is able to win the best competition of drifting in the world.
Yes. So this car we built, now it's the second year in Drift Masters. We built this in 2024. We upgraded some parts, small changes to 2025, but it's been like really good and reliable, and it's like brand new car. So before that car I had E36 from 2016, 8-9 years I owned, and basically all the knowledge we knew we put into this car.
How many kilograms it weighs?
To be honest, I don't know the exact number, because we weighed at some point, but the car wasn't like, there was still stuff missing. I believe if we calculated the stuff missing, it's like 1150, 1160, something around
it's really
there.
light car.
I think like E36 and E46, they are quite the same.
Okay. Okay. I have also one question to you, because you changed from E36 to E46, and please tell me why you changed. Because at the first thing, the cars is quite the same.
The car is actually, it is the same.
Okay.
Like the only difference from E36 and 46, it's the wheelbase.
Okay.
The axles and everything are the same. The wheelbase is E46 has a little bit longer. I can't remember the exact number. So E36 is a little bit more snappy. Actually, what I liked more. Why we build it? Basically, it was the reason because I know that also Drift Masters and people they're liking to see the new builds. But to be honest, I might like the E36 actually better.
Okay.
Yeah. So I was thinking if we started building this, like what's gonna be the new chassis to build? I was thinking the F22, but the most like I don't like the new chassis. They have like this rear axles, like 15 different
alignment things.
Yeah, alignment things and stuff like that. E36 and 46, they're really simple. They're working really great. They're like really fast cars. And if you have some crash or some contact, it's just like really easy to put it back to where it was. While like the more modern cars, let's say, it's like if you have a crash, you can't get it aligned anymore. Then you have to drive till the end of the event and then go to this alignment thing, you know.
Yeah.
So actually, this was the main reason for me why I still chose the older chassis.
Can you show us the car inside?
Yes, of course, of course.
What I like in your car, and that you have no windows, let's say.
Yeah,
I'm a big fan of the cars in the grids which have no windows. It's maybe nothing, but for me it looks better and it's more stylish.
Yeah, I've never actually driven with windows. Well, actually I did when I started, but I don't like to drive with windows, and I like the fresh air when I'm driving. And it's like some, you know, Riga when we was last time, it was really hot.
Yeah.
So it's nice, like the fresh air is going by, and when you're driving, it's the nice breeze. So I like it. I know some drivers, they don't like it, but for me, it's nice.
What we have inside the car?
So
I will stand there.
Yeah. So inside, it's usually, you know, we don't have the passenger seat, but tomorrow we are going to the biggest Drift Matsuri event in Estonia, so we will probably make some passenger rides.
Nice opportunity to your fans.
Yes, yes. I don't usually make the passenger rides, so it's just like fun event, and then we are okay with it. Because when we go training, or when we go training, let's say, then I can't be like 100% focused or like concentrate to my runs when I have a passenger. So that is the main reason I usually don't like actually make the passenger rides. Whole car is powder coated, so it's like really strong and really durable. And then we have Gear Motive, our like long-time partner. We have run their
It's sequential gearbox?
Sequential, yeah.
Okay.
This is actually first year we are driving sequential. This is like the brand new product of them. Before we run the dog box.
Okay.
4 years never had a single issue with gear motive, so it's like really good.
I have one question. How you can compare dog box to sequential?
It's actually the only difference for me. It's like sometimes when I have to let's say on the corner or something, I have to downshift like really quickly. I don't, in my head, I don't have to think that I will miss shift or I will do some like stupid movement or something that I put in the wrong gear. Other than that, it's like basically no difference. Okay. It's the gears, and on the dog box also the gears and everything are going in so nicely, and I never miss the gear, but just the knowledge in my head that I don't have to think about it. That's basically for me the only upside of this one. Then yeah, it's I don't know, quite normal. You have the handbrake. Here I have actually like the E46 original how to say, dash?
Screen, yeah.
Yeah, screen, yeah.
Yeah, it's a really big one.
Yeah, and I have like the internet and YouTube and everything, so I can actually watch Drift Masters live.
And you are spotter for yourself.
Basically,
thanks to that.
Yeah, basically, yeah. So when I'm like standing on the line or like I'm on the line, I can watch live stream.
It's smart.
Yeah, yeah.
And also you can think to start the streaming from the start line,
yeah,
from inside
yes,
the car.
Yeah. Yeah. So, but all the necessary gauges and temperatures and everything, this is actually on here that I'm looking. I would say the most I'd say it's coming quite common these days, but if we can see, we have like this fuel tank here.
Okay.
At the back. On the old car, we had on the at the rear of the car, and we had like one crash in Germany, and we hit the gas tank was a little bit damaged.
Okay.
So it's a nice thing to have this inside the car. So basically, it can never be destroyed, you know?
Okay, yeah,
sitting in the place.
Speaking about the car, we can't miss the engine part.
Yes.
So can you show us what you have under the bonnet?
Oh. This is...
Pop your hood.
Pop your hood, yeah. No 2J, no 2J. This is...
Still, it's really nice.
Yeah, this is what they call actually, some are calling Euro 2J.
2J,
yeah. So it's basically the same. It's 3-liter inline 6.
It's stroked.
Yeah, it's stroked actually. This engine is from the stock. It's M50 P25, so it's 2.5.
Okay.
But we have stroked it to 3-liter.
Okay.
Forged internals and all. Yeah, basically high-end M50.
No problems with the stroker?
No, from last year till now we haven't had. Last year we had one issue because our water pump failed in Riga during the run. So when I finished the run, like the temperatures were really high, so the head gasket blew off. But and then actually we started building. We took off the cylinder head. We put the new head gasket, but we were concerned actually that maybe it got too much heat, and like the cylinder head, it's a little bit it's not straight.
Wavy.
Yeah, wavy. So like in the midnight 1 or 2 a.m. we took the cylinder head to the machine shop, and this guy was like, there is like no issue. It's like perfect straight, you know. And then come back, put everything back together. So we just changed the head gasket. This year, no issues.
Okay.
So we have burned a lot of tires, and for example, now in Riga also we get so much training time that we were just kept driving. So it's been really good to us. But of course, you know, it's like we service it also good. After every event, we will check oil change, all that kind of stuff, because we run on 100% ethanol.
How many horsepower do you have in this car?
This one has 950 horsepower. There is actually, in the dyno we settled down in 950 because there is no point to go to get any more horsepowers. And while we are on the track, for example, Finland, it's like the slower track. We are taking the power down quite much, so we don't spin like too much, so we're slower then. And I have my tuner always with me, so he's like checking all the time after every lap, checking the logs, and like if I'm saying like no, it's like too much power, or I want more power on some tracks, so he's like tuning all the time. So that's a nice thing to have.
What I see, the hood or rest of the body looks like a fully carbon. Is it? It is?
Yeah, it's full carbon. Everything is carbon. But it's what it's called. It's called carbon flexifiber.
Okay.
So it's the most popular nowadays. It's the carbon Kevlar.
Kevlar, yeah.
But this is like the carbon flexifiber, and it's like really flexible and durable. So this is last year fender. It's like a spare one, but just to see like how it, it goes like this.
My God.
And then you go off from the wall, and then it pops back to its place. So
can you show again?
yeah, so it's like really flexible.
My God. Is it heavy? Can I check? Yeah.
You can check it's by one hand.
Whoa, really?
Yeah.
I can still hold my camera.
Yeah, and I think
Can you record?
yeah,
Oh, really?
I think like what's weighing actually the most, it's the rear light.
Yeah. But still, it's weights, I don't know, 2 kilos maybe even no.
Maybe less even, yeah. But like I'm saying, the rear tail light, that is the most heavy.
Oh yeah, it's feelable when I
yeah, exactly.
now. And this is also not this carbon, right?
No, this is not carbon.
Okay, yeah, but still, yeah, it's really light. Yeah.
Flexible, and then it's like really good. When you go to the wall, it's flexing and then go back to its place, and that's it.
Yeah, as you showed before, it's like a gum, like a rubber.
Exactly. No zip ties or anything. I have put this rear end to the wall so many times, and it's just popping out again, and like it's been so perfect.
Okay, now drifting, as we mentioned before, it's on its way of improvement. It's from year to year, it's bigger and bigger. And in your opinion, what will drifting look like in 10 years, in the next 10 years? Where we will be as a community, the motorsport, where we'll be?
Yeah, I think there's gonna be like these brand teams like Toyota, like Gazoo Racing or BMW. I think like more car brands are gonna step in because it's getting so popular year by year. And the finals we have in Poland, it's really hard to imagine what's gonna be like even bigger, because this one is already so insane. You have so many fans and people coming there, and the live broadcast, it's the best in the world.
Oliver Randalu is a true star in his home country. After filming, we took a walk through Tallinn, and his fans came up to him for photos and quick chats. Moments like that really show how important the connection between drivers and fans is. Without that passion, no motorsport can truly grow. And that's exactly why I want to thank you for all the support. A brand new episode is coming next week, and this time we are heading to a country full of drifting history and amazing stories. You don't want to miss it. Make sure you are subscribed, turn on the notification bell, and let me know in the comments what you thought about this episode. Thanks for watching, guys. See you in the next one. Bye bye. Take care.